guys, welcome back to a new episode of The Life of a Makeup Artist. Today, we dive into a very important topic, sometimes not addressed as often as it should be in our industry. Particularly during this time, what has really been helping me get through is the mere fact of knowing that even though I'm not in control of my circumstances, I am in control of my mind. I know for many, some days are extremely tough and frustrating, and some days there is a silver lining in the clouds. We welcome Angela Sulai today with an open mind and open ears. Angela is an intuitive coach and a Reiki master. So glad to have you, Angela. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Jaleesa. Thank you. I feel honored to be here.
I'm so excited, and I'm now that we just caught up, and I know that you live in Los Angeles. I'm really happy that our paths crossed, in the makeup artist community years ago. I mean, we've been trying to figure out when the last time we've seen each other, and it's been quite a while.
Yes.
So tell us some more about what you do now.
Okay. So I'm an energy healer and an intuitive coach, as you mentioned, and I work with women, creative, working professionals that go through a big transition or change in their life, and they're struggling with self esteem, setting boundaries, feeling overwhelmed. And I help them navigate that change with serenity and help them feel more empowered to go after their goals.
Right, that's amazing. So, like I mentioned, I met you as a hair and makeup artist. Tell us, do you still do that? And then what led you to do what you're doing now?
Yes. Yeah, I still do hair and makeup. Obviously, at this time in in our lives, I'm not doing any makeup, but yeah, I still do that. And what brought me to the healing work is, like most healers, is my own journey. I suffered from depression for 20 years, and I was hiding it, and it caused a lot of emotional pain, but also physical pain, and I had a lot of health issues. And one day I just broke down, and like not like everything collapsed, and I knew I cannot continue that way. And I got help, and I started working with a coach, and saw changes happen really fast, and I got obsessed with the work, and started working with healers, going through different coaching programs, and yeah, and then started my own journey with helping others. And today, I'm living my best life.
Yeah.
Um, I'm living my best life. I'm truly happy. I'm healthier than ever. I'm able to experience joy. I've never even knew that it was possible. Um, yeah, and I just wish and that everyone can experience that, and that's why I do this work.
Wow, I'm really happy to hear that.
Thank you.
So, how did you obtain the knowledge that you have now? Like, did you have a coach? Is it something that you just stumble upon? Because I know, in those dark moments, you really sometimes just want to find a way out. Like, how did it unfold for you?
As I mentioned earlier, I started. The first step was I hired a coach, and that started the journey. And because I saw results quickly, I got obsessed with the work. And I started working with different coaches and healers, and then starting training programs. And I always say, like, when the student is ready, the teacher appears, and when the teacher is ready, the student appears. And that was really my journey. And at some point, I took training to become a healer and a coach, and started my own business. I still work with coaches because it's an ongoing journey. There's ongoing healing, and I walk the talk. I do the work myself. I cannot ask my clients to do the work if I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I love that. That's so true. So, I know so many creatives, or just maybe people in general. that deal with the ups and downs of their careers, the holes, the releases, the comparisons. I mean, just the uncertainty of what's next. And this can take a huge toll on anyone. What advice would you give to those experiencing these very, real feelings?
Yeah. And I think this is a really good question, especially in this time where we are right now. I can see a lot of people struggling. And uh, I, I have a couple, like, I took a couple notes. And the first thing is that I recommend is really acknowledge where you are and what you're feeling. Um, don't try to deny it and don't try to fight it. Really acknowledge it and know that you are not your thoughts. um, and what creates most pain is not the feeling itself, but it's the resistance to the feeling. So, what if you're like struggling or hurting? What you can do in the moment is really take a couple deep breaths, because that will connect you with your body and it calms down the nervous systems. Because if you're stressed or in fear or any negative emotion, your body goes into survival mode. The next thing I recommend is then allowing those feelings and have compassion with yourself. Um, and if it's an ongoing struggle, um, ask for help, get support, because it's not a weakness to ask for help. Asking for help is actually a powerful act of self love, and everyone deserves to be healthy and happy.
I agree. So would you say that there is any type of like daily practice that one should take on when, dealing with, overwhelm, anxiety, depression? Like, should they start meditating, or like, what do you think would be I don't even want to call it a task, but like an
Hmm.
easy action,
Ritual.
right? To
Yeah.
ritual, yes. That would help.
Absolutely. And I strongly believe in rituals also when you're doing well. Like I have my rituals and I do not start the day without it. And there's a lot of things. I think meditation is huge and it's really helpful. It has changed my life. And I think a lot of people have a misunderstanding of meditation, that you have to sit cross legs and you have to get to a space with no thoughts, and that's not true. It's really about taking the time for yourself and actually allowing the thoughts to come in and go and leave again, and not attached to it. But it's really about taking the time for yourself. Other exercises like breathing exercises, where you cannot connect more to your body, because your body holds a lot of wisdom, but you have to connect to it. Or even journaling. I mean, there's so many rituals. If you as a listener have never done anything, you can also just go for a walk in the neighborhood and pay attention to what you see.
Right. Without your phone, just being very
Yeah.
mindful.
Yeah, not what you see on a phone, but what you see out in the neighborhood.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. So, what do you think some major pain points, just in general, maybe not even creatives, that you've seen from clients that actually lead them to you?
Mhm. Um, Feeling overwhelmed, frustrated, sometimes a feeling of feeling lost, fear, not happy, not fulfilled. Self esteem is a big one, um, or not feeling connected to yourself, and all these emotions often also result in shame and guilt,
Mhm.
and the longer it goes on, the more likely they're going to have physical symptoms as well.
Right, pain in the body.
Hmm. Yeah, because 90% of illness are created by stress, and it can be physical, emotional, or mental stress.
Right. Wow. So, do you work with a lot of clients?
Actually, I don't, because my work is very personal, intimate, and intense. I work only with a few clients at the time because it's important for me that I have the capacity and
Right.
the energy to fully support them. Um, and we go deep. It's also fun.
Mm.
It's sometimes it's tough, but it's deep and but also fun work. But again, I want to be able to have enough capacity and energy to
Right.
fully support my clients. So I only work with probably a handful at a time.
Okay. And then if, our listeners want to reach out just to say thank you, maybe ask a question, how would they connect with you?
Yeah, you can find me on social media. I'm no longer much active on Facebook, but I'm very active on Instagram, and it's my name. It's Angela Sulai, Sulai Kaiser, and my website is angelasulai.com. And yeah, and if someone's like resonating with me and my message and interested to find out more about working with me, just send me a message, send me a DM, and we can get on a call and see if it's even a fit and if it makes sense and if I can support them, because it has to be a win-win. If my client isn't winning, I'm not winning.
True. I love that. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
To close off, what would be, one positive affirmation that you can leave with our listeners who may just need an extra push today?
I hope it's okay if it's not only one.
Oh, yeah, no, we love that. I'll take them all.
I'm like, I cannot reduce myself to one sentence. um, so, like a couple questions that the listener can ask themselves is like, where do you see yourself in a year from now? And another question is, who would you be without your fear? And something to just get your spirits up today is, what can you be grateful for today?
Right,
Um, and yeah, especially right now, it's a tense time. Take it one day at a time. Focus on today. See how you can make today um, the best version of today. And also remember, like, if you've heard like a short version of my story, and if I can turn my life around, so can you. And what always helps is smile.
that's so powerful. I love that.
Thank you.
So, thank you so much, Angela, for sharing your time and energy. I really do appreciate it. And I'm looking forward, to see all that you do. And I'm wishing you so much health and happiness.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. I really, really feel honored to be seen in the makeup industry as a healer. It really means a lot to me. And I see you. I love the work you're doing, and I'm really happy, and absolutely good health and happiness to you too, because we all deserve it.
Thank you so much. So, we'll see you guys on the next episode. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.